How do you recognize a parabola from its equation? Imagine trying to identify a shape just by looking at its equation. It might seem tricky at first, but once you know what to look for, recognizing a parabola becomes simple. When you see an equation, the key is to check if either the x or y variable is squared. That's the main sign that you're dealing with a parabola. For example, if you see an equation like y equals x squared minus 4, that tells you it's a parabola because x is squared, but y is not. On the other hand, if you see an equation like x equals to y squared minus 3y plus 10, that also indicates a parabola because y is squared, but x is not. If both x and y are squared in the same equation, then it's not a parabola but another shape like a circle or an ellipse. Parabolas often come into common forms. The first is called the standard form, which looks like y equals a times x minus h squared plus k here. The values h and k tell you where the vertex, or the highest or lowest point, is located. The second form is called the quadratic form, which is y equals a x squared plus bx plus c. This form also shows a parabola when the equation is quadratic in x. To understand the shape better, look at the coefficient a. If it is positive, the parabola opens upward, like a U shape. If it is negative, it opens downward, like an upside-down U. The size of a also affects how wide or narrow the parabola is. A larger absolute value of a makes the parabola narrower, while a smaller one makes it wider. The vertex, which is the turning point, can be found directly if the equation is in vertex form. If it's in quadratic form, you can rewrite it into vertex form to find the vertex easily. The axis of symmetry is a line that cuts through the parabola at its vertex, dividing it into two mirror images. For a vertical parabola, this line is x equals h, and for a horizontal parabola, it's y equals k. The focus and directrix are points and lines related to the parabola's geometric definition. The focus is a point inside the curve, and the directrix is a line outside it. Every point on the parabola is equally distant from the focus and the directrix, which is a key property. So, to recognize a parabola from its equation, start by checking if only one variable is squared. Then, identify the form of the equation to find the vertex and the direction it opens. Pay attention to the coefficient of the squared term to understand the width and orientation. Once you get the hang of these clues, you can quickly tell if an equation describes a parabola and even sketch its shape with confidence.